From being arch enemies to being on semi-decent terms, Sam and Tory have made a lot of headway. And now one Cobra Kai star is teasing a new relationship for them. Who is it? Well, it's Peyton List. She was the one who teased the new dynamic for Sam LaRusso and Tori Nichols in Season 6. As if Season 5 wasn't enough of a shocker. Last season, we saw these sworn enemies put aside their differences and form an alliance for the greater good, and that was enough to get the fandom buzzing. Now, with Peyton saying what she did, it seems like we've got more coming our way. But what did Peyton exactly say to get everyone's hopes up? Well, during her interview with Pure Wow,
it has that nostalgic, I haven't watched it in a bit, but I just remember absolutely like defining myself by doing that. I remember just being so excited.
Yeah, what was that like being on set for the first time? And
I mean, I just thought it was like playing. I just had so much fun.
She said it's definitely going to be different. The American actress mentioned that she doesn't know the specifics, but given the fact that Sam and Tory have been able to stand in the same room without ripping each other's heads off, she thinks we can expect their relationship to take a different direction. Peyton herself is curious about where the directors are going to take the storyline. Guess she's one of us, huh? I think there's substance to Peyton's words. Tory and Sam's relationship has never been a simple one. It's evolved over the seasons. Mary Mouser, who plays Sam LaRusso, has been part of the series from the very first season, while Peyton had a recurring role in the series during Seasons 2 and 3, but then she was promoted to a main cast member. Tori and her fiery personality didn't exactly get along with Sam when she joined the Cobra Kai dojo, and over the seasons, it's only gotten worse thanks to love triangles and fights. But the two were brought together at the end of Season 4. Tori learned that her esteemed sensei, Terry Silver, actually bribed the dojo's way to victory.
Over the years, I've developed a system of intensive, short-term training.
It kinda sullied Tori's All-Valley victory. She ended up telling all this to Sam, who by this point had learned of Tori's troubled past and was harboring a sweet spot. And so, the two ended up joining forces to expose their sensei's nefarious activities. Season 5 then focused on these two getting closer and closer. Tori let down her walls. She was able to let go of the Silver situation, and so Cobra Kai's most intense rivalries turned into a budding new friendship. Even though it's not clear where Tori stands with the dojo, she is at that point where we can expect a new friendship for her. Season 5 already focused on establishing Robbie and Miguel as friends, and with what Peyton said, we can expect something similar from Season 6. Interestingly, that's not all Peyton had to say during her interview. She also talked about her own relationship with her character, and apparently, she relates a lot to Tori. Peyton thinks they're similar in the sense that they're both pretty closed off. They're not very trusting. They've both been burned by people, but they're both different people as well. Peyton said that unlike Tori, whose first instinct is to fight, she tries to be more loving first. Back when she was younger, she was a fighter, but now that's changed. She does wish she had the ability to fight someone who is upsetting her in the moment. But all this talk about Peyton and what she thinks, what about the fans? How do they feel about her predictions for Sam and Tori? Well, let's just say we've got a lot of opinions. One Reddit user pointed out the fact that these two are very different people, but with all that's happened, they can notice that the two don't want to be enemies anymore. In fact, Sam could get over her troubles by reconciling with Tori, since a lot of her PTSD around karate came from Tori. Another user wanted them to have a point-based rematch again to determine the true All-Valley champ once and for all. Regardless of who wins, it would be a nice way to resolve their story. Reddit user Joker Philosophy philosophy isn't on the same boat as everyone else though. They think that just because the two are on the same side doesn't mean that they would be friends. But since Sam is the only other girl in the dojo, it kinda makes sense for the show to take this direction. Now don't get them wrong, they're all for a relationship based on mutual respect, but they don't exactly want the pair to suddenly become besties. Others think that there's still some resentment and jealousy between them. This is why Season 6 will be all about resolving these residual issues. Tory needs to recognize the fault behind her violent actions, and Sam needs to better understand Tory. I personally think that's a good direction for the two. The rivalry trope between Sam and Tory has been recycled enough times. Also, I'm thankful for Peyton clearing up the air regarding this season, but I still wish we got more. Lucky for us, fans have some predictions of their own. For starters, they think Nichols will be the key to Kreese's redemption. Sure, she didn't end Season 5 on the best of terms with him, but she's going through a lot right now. Her mom's sick, and her aunt's threatening to take custody of her younger brother. Not to mention that Kreese is the only parent-like figure she has. So, fans think that she'll eventually learn that Kreese is alive, and try to convince the LaRussos to let him help them take down Cobra Kai once and for all.
People that put me in this cage.
But you did this to yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. None of it is my fault. I did nothing wrong.
So you don't feel any regret?
Because at the end of the day, he was just trying to protect her, in his own twisted way, of course. On that note, Season 6 needs to answer the most important Tory question for us, and that's about her All-Valley Championship. Nichols publicly revealed the security footage of Silver bribing the referee, and that kinda tainted her win. So it's quite possible that Tory will be stripped of her title, which obviously wouldn't come easy to Tory, but I don't think she wants the win. Do you all remember how heartbroken she was when she found out the truth? She did want the championship really bad since it would let her prove herself as the best, but I don't think she would accept it at this cost. Then there's also the fact that Tory is the All-Valley Girls' first champion, but if you think about it, Nichols was the one who revealed her sensei's crimes. That's a testament to her character, so the committee might just let her keep the title. Besides, not like she had anything to do with what Silver did in the first place. Tory could also prove herself in the Sekai Tekai tournament. She needs the tournament money to help her sick mom, and she would get the chance to go up against Sam. All in all, Season 6 has its work cut out for itself as the final season, which brings me to the most important question of all time. When are we going to get Season 6? Well, I hate to break it to you, but it might be a while.
I gotta be honest, Larusso. I thought you put up more.
There's no particular pattern to the show's release over the years, but at this point, a late 2020 release seems possible. Or if filming gets delayed for some reason, then you can even expect it in early 2024. I know it sucks, but that's just how things are. In the meantime, we can expect actors like Peyton List to keep giving us season updates. And that's all the deets I had for you about Tory and Sam's new relationship dynamic.